right, welcome back to another Briones Pickleball Podcast episode. Today, I do have my co-host, Caden Nemoff, but we actually have a special guest today. Super special guest. A lefty, actually, to be exact.
One of the best in the world.
One of the best lefties, top lefties in the world. Pesa Teoni.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
We have more, too.
Now, you know what? I've been going back and forth. How do you, is it Pesa or Pesa?
It's Pesa.
It is Pesa.
Pesa.
That's why I.
But
the American is like Pesa.
Pesa.
Yeah.
Either way, huh?
Peso.
Yeah, you get that a lot?
Pesa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay. So, but Pesa, it's really good to have you, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we've known you. I don't even know when we first met. I'm actually trying to think of that myself. Did we meet here, Pesa, in Arizona, or did we meet like in a
I
tournament?
think it was
before?
here in Arizona.
Wow.
3 years,
I don't
2
even
years.
remember like when I first like called you or whatever, you know?
Right.
Do you?
I remember the first time I think was with Riley.
Oh.
Me, you, and Bubba, and Riley.
Really?
I think.
And then I think I asked you to drill, and I don't know if you know this, but in some of our older videos, you're one of the first ones that drilled with me on this court here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you
Right
remember
after
that?
You first got down your court.
Yeah. So, when did you guys meet?
I don't know.
It's crazy. Feels like I know you guys for
I know.
forever.
I know. We knew, I guess we knew of each other a while ago, right? I mean,
yeah.
because we played.
Go ahead.
I remember. I actually watch you on YouTube.
Who?
In
Caden?
yeah, when you had like your white hair.
White hair, right? God, was
No,
I 80?
No, you colored your hair like I think
Was I blonde?
blonde.
Oh, my God.
And
Okay.
this was like 7 years ago, and I watched your match, and I was like kind of new to pickleball, and I watched your match with
Was this
I
like in
don't know.
2018?
Wait.
like 2018 or 20.
Why were you watching Caden's?
Yeah.
Wait, what was this?
Where
match?
was this?
Was this like a
Um,
3-0 match or something?
No.
No,
I think this was like-
Hayden was a big. He was a. You played like top level like way before, huh?
I mean, like, I played my first pro tournament in like 2018, 2019.
Right.
You sure it was Caden?
Was it in
Oh, yeah.
Utah? Was it in
I know
Utah?
for sure it was
Wow.
Caden. I was in Utah
Okay.
and I was watching it because I was trying to like. I used to watch a lot of pickleball, and then I for some reason I pull you up on YouTube, and I saw you, Caden,
Really?
Wow,
and then
that's
all of a
random.
sudden you
Oh.
moved here.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Well,
Crazy how that
maybe
works
there
out.
was a streamer or something.
Yeah.
Universe.
Yeah. But anyways, enough about Caden.
Yeah. It's not about me today.
We know the viewers already know about him. Pesa, we're gonna interview you today. Dude, how did you start pickleball? Like, how did you get into this thing? Because you're right now. We'll get on into like your training and your full time pretty much now. But how did you start, and what's your sports background? Because I know you didn't play tennis, right?
No, I wish I played, but
Right?
my
I
sport.
know.
Kidding, you don't play tennis too, huh?
I know. Tennis sucks.
Yeah. I played soccer and rugby.
Wow.
I played mostly soccer when I was little, very little.
That's why
Yeah,
your calves are so big.
No.
Huge calves, by the way.
Only guy who has bigger calves than me is this guy right here to my left.
The only
It's,
guy.
it's ridiculous.
Running too much far, because my uncle used to beat me up so much, I had to run so much.
Oh,
Really?
really?
Oh, yeah, I had to-
Cool.
And then rugby,
Yeah.
but mostly soccer.
Okay. And I forgot. I think I asked you this before, but I forgot, Pesa. Were you born here, or were you born?
I was born in American Samoa and then got sent away when Western Samoa to my grandparents. And then I grew up there for 16 years. And then I moved back to American Samoa for soccer.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
Okay.
my grandparents told my parents to send me here. So it was all, everything was like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know anything. I just
Uh.
like ended up here.
Wow. No, so sorry. What's the difference between, you said American Samoa and what was the other one?
Western Samoa.
Yeah, what's the
Which is-
difference?
Independent. Western Samoa is independent, and American Samoa is U.S. territory.
But it's still
Oh.
on the same island, though. Or no?
No, it's a different island.
Oh, so they're different.
Not too
islands.
far away from each other, but
Really?
Western Samoa is bigger than American Samoa.
Interesting. And how old were you when you went through all that?
I got sent away to Western Samoa when I was 6 months to Western Samoa, and then I had a soccer thing when I was little. Came over to American Samoa for the Islander thing for soccer's.
Oh, okay.
And then I had to stay with my parents, and then my grandparents were talking back and forth with my mom to send me here.
Yeah.
Damn. And then so once you made your stop in America, what was the first place that you came to? Was it Utah?
I think it was to Vegas. I didn't remember much.
Wow.
I just remember a lot of buildings because I was not used to it.
Yeah.
So everything was new.
Yeah.
And what age was that again?
I was 15.
15.
You moved out here by yourself?
No, I have a lot of families in Utah. And
Okay.
that's where I know a lot of know about pickleball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so we'll get into your pickleball journey in a bit, but where are your parents now?
My parents are in Western Samoa. No, American Samoa.
Oh, so they're still there.
Yes.
How often do you get to see them now?
I only met them once.
Oh, so you were raised by your grandparents?
Yeah, I was raised by my grandparents.
Got it.
So I just met them when I moved back, when I went to my soccer tournament in American Samoa.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now, I know those Polynesian cultures have huge families.
Yeah.
I think you told me a while ago, wait, you don't have a big family, or you do?
I have 9 siblings.
Oh,
Wow.
Is it the same mom and dad?
Yeah.
Wow, man. So out of those 9, like, how many are you, like, in contact with?
I didn't grow up with any of them. I was with my other cousins in my grandparents.
Yeah.
So I just met all of my siblings in American Samoa
Oh, got it.
when I went to my tournament.
Gotcha.
Wow.
So
Cool, man. Okay.
it's pretty.
Yeah, that's a crazy
Long story.
story. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you came here though, you said your grandparents came with you, or no? You
No,
were here by-
it was just me.
So
and
who
my-
kind of is your aunts and uncles then? That kind of
So my aunt that lives here in U.S. in Utah, she was visiting back home in American Samoa, and then that's my grandma's sister,
Oh.
and I guess she told her to like try and get me out here. So
yeah.
I didn't even know anything about it.
Yeah.
Wow. So how much of a culture shock? Like, what was that experience like? Do you remember coming to America?
Oh yeah, it's completely different. It's completely different from me.
Yeah.
A lot of buildings.
Yeah.
Environment's different. Just I don't know.
Like, were you like?
I didn't know English, so I didn't
Yeah.
speak any English, so it was like
wow.
even more tougher for me when I got here.
Yeah. Hey, man, you're doing pretty good now.
Yeah,
trying.
man.
Yeah.
So that's why when I get into this interview things, always get nervous because sometimes I don't speak out what I'm trying to translate in my Samoan and then
Yeah.
speak English.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is what we'll do. I mean, there's AI nowadays. We'll just do the rest of the interview in Samoan, and then we'll just translate it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be really hard for me. I don't think I could do that.
Hey, Pesa, give us a common line in Samoan, or give us a little sentence here.
Like what do you want to say?
I don't know, something encouraging or something.
Oh, I was gonna say something like
Oh.
a bad word, but
Okay.
no, don't.
No,
Maybe
no,
not
no,
a bad
Let's
word.
not go there. Like, say, I don't know, like, hey, how's your day going? Like, how do you say that?
Wa mai lo aso. Wa mai lo aso is how's your day? How's your day going?
Wow.
What about?
Like that.
Hey, are you gonna eat that?
That's random, bro.
It can with medio,
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
which is I don't know.
Yeah. So you're super fluent.
Yeah, I'm very fluent.
Yeah.
But ever since I moved here,
Mm.
I didn't have a lot of like anybody around me that I can speak other than my family.
Right.
Yeah.
And especially here in Arizona, I don't use my language much,
Right.
very little.
Only when Milo's here, I guess, huh?
Only with Milo.
Yeah.
Mm. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you is there not a lot of Samoans here in Arizona?
I know a few families. They're super nice people,
Yeah.
and I just met them like not too long ago, like
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
3 months ago.
Remember when we were teaching that camp and we met that Samoan lady? And she was like, hey, you guys should come. Have you met with her at all?
No, they invite us to a dinner. They're super nice family.
Yeah.
I love them.
We met this family when we were teaching a clinic at Legacy, and Pesa caught the eye of a little Samoan lady, and she was like, oh, you got to come over to dinner. And like there was one Saturday where like I think
we had a tournament.
We had a tournament, and like she asked us to come over, and we were both like, dude, I'm so tired. Like I can't, I just need to go home. And Pesa was like, yeah, me too. And so we ended up not going, but like, that's just how kind of the pickleball community works. And especially like, I would say the Samoan culture and family are always like super close and super inviting, which is cool. Because literally I just met this lady, and so did Pesa, and next thing you know, she was inviting us to her home to have dinner with her family on a Saturday night. So
that's super cool, man. You know, I actually had a lesson I think last year, and it was this, I'm pretty sure he was a Samoan guy, but he was just like, he came in, I gave him lessons. He's like, I saw a video with you and Pesa. I really wanted to meet him and all this stuff. Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
I mean, I think you're maybe I don't know. Is there any, I guess in other sports, is there any like who's the most famous Samoan athlete? You know? Do you know? Or you guys must know of like who's in what sport?
When I grew up, my favorite athletes was Pesa Mino, and I always like trying to be like him. Right. And his name is Pesa, but it's like Mino at the end. Oh, he's a rugby player. A long time ago when I used to like.
Wow.
That's cool. Idolizing like the guy that literally has the same name as you. You're like, damn, I want to be that guy.
Is that did your parents name you after that, or is Pesa a common name?
I always like tell them if they actually name me after a rugby player, but my grandparents' first name is Pesa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. I do want to get into this because maybe we can talk about like we're going to get to what you do today, but growing up there, you said you came here when you were 15, right?
Yes.
So, were you like, what was your life like there? Was it like really like grew up kind of like in a more poor place? I just don't know what Samoa is like at all. So I haven't been there. So, what was your
back home?
Yeah. Like what was your upbringing like?
Back home there's not a lot of job. Most of it is what we plant. So we would go, like we have farming. We have a lot of farming.
Yeah.
So we grow our own tomatoes, taro roots.
Oh, taro.
You know taro?
We get taro bubble tea all the time. Man.
There you go.
Same exact thing.
Yeah.
Banana, orange, like we got all of it, and then we got, and then it's just like most of it pigs and what's the other? Chicken.
Oh.
Nothing.
I was like, oh, what else do you eat out there?
Nothing exotic.
Okay. Nothing exotic. That's funny.
That sounds good though.
Yeah. Actually, so my parents are from the Philippines. I was born here, but I think our cultures have a lot. We do the
very similar.
We do the roasted pig and stuff all like.
Yeah, I love Filipino food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man.
See, I'm Chinese, so growing up, it was always like dog jokes. It was kind of messed up, but I've never eaten dog.
What do you mean by? Oh, that's funny because in the Filipino culture, that's the joke too. Interesting.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that was about that.
Oh yeah, I remember as a kid, they'd be like, "Oh,
really?
Chinese kid, you eat dog," and I was like, "What do you mean, man? I eat chicken."
For the listeners out there, this is a pickleball podcast, all right? So we will jump right into pickleball. We're just trying to get the background of Pesa Teoni, and he is, again, one of the top players in pickleball here. So let's jump right in now, Pesa. So you came here, you're 15, learning the language. I'm sure that was super tough. Actually, my dad, I think, came here when he was 15, so it's almost the same kind of timeline. But so pickleball, when did that come? How did you get exposed to it? And, how did that start?
I was in high school and we would play it in PE.
Oh,
but
in Utah.
In Utah.
Got it.
In Hurricane High School, and we would play in PE. But like on top of that, my uncle, which is my aunt, that like came with me, his husband, he got me into pickleball, and all of the kids, and they all play pickleball, and it's the Cefitas family, and I just had to like pick it up right there because they're all girls and they were just beating up on me, so I had to pick it up.
So wait, in a PE class, you mean?
No, and this is my family.
Oh,
Yeah.
your family. Got
Yes.
it. Wow.
Wait, so you were getting beaten up by all the girls in pickleball, so you said, okay, I better get good at this?
No, my cousin, which is
Oh, okay.
Milo's siblings, and they have 13 kids.
God.
13 of them. So it's
My
like
goodness.
most of the girls they're all like super good.
Yeah.
All athletes.
So
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me ask you this, Pesa. So obviously you're an incredible athlete, soccer and rugby and stuff, but you've never played a racket sport. So when you first went out there, like what was the experience like? Was it fun? Was it easy, hard? Like, do you remember?
it was fun.
Really?
I remember just like jumping all over, just hitting everything hard, try to like hit hard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll tell you what, you still hit the ball hard today, dude.
Yep, you do. You really do. You hit that ball about as hard as anyone I've ever seen, so
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So, okay, so you started playing around then, and when did it, I guess, when did you take it from that, right, to kind of like tournaments now? Like, and we'll talk about the progression, but
okay.
how did that happen?
3 years ago, I got let go from my job in St. George, and I just dropped everything and just moved out of here. I moved out of there, and then I remember I made a post on Facebook that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna commit to pickleball, and I just like
Really?
I
3
didn't
years
wanna-
ago?
3 years ago, and
Wow.
then I think I still had the post on Facebook, and I just like
Dude,
I'm gonna go look for that.
yeah I've been trying to look for that.
you should repost it, man. That's really awesome.
So I just like dropped everything, and I came here to my tournament, and I played with Phil from Utah. We played here, and then I went back, and then I just like how it is over here. I just knew like this is where I'm gonna be in when my next step is to move here in Phoenix.
Wow.
So wait, why Phoenix though? You had family here? Or what was the?
No, it's by myself.
Oh, but so why did you come here though? Out of all places?
I don't know. I just like
It just felt right.
yeah. felt
Really?
right.
So you didn't know anybody?
I didn't know anybody. I knew Brady. So Brady was
Oh,
Pickleball
Brady,
Focus. Was
Oh, got
he
it.
was recording some videos, and we were playing rec after we lost. That's the most fun part.
yeah. Right.
And he all of a sudden he was just right there, and then they came over and talked to me. He's like, "Oh, you should move out here and stuff."
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I think that's where I finally started committing.
Cool. Well, shout out to Brady, right? Pickleball Focus, right?
Pickleball
Yeah.
Focus.
Yeah. He does really cool videos on Instagram, and I think, and other things. Go check him out. So let's jump into your first tournament then.
Okay.
When was that, Pesa? Like, was
First
that
pro tournament? Or
no,
first?
just tournament in general,
Yeah.
and like what level was it?
First tournament 3.5 with Milo
Really?
Okay.
Yes.
Where was that?
in St. George, Utah.
Dang.
Okay, so
Started from the bottom.
started from the bottom. Okay, so 3.5 with Milo. Now, what do you think your actual rating was then? Do you think you were a 3.5? Were you
Oh yeah.
really?
I was like, if you ever watch me, I mean, from the beginning,
Uh-huh.
I had no. I mean, I can hit the ball. I had my grip like Rob Cassidy. I
Oh,
changed
like-
everything.
Really? So, I didn't know that. So you choked up with your finger up and
Yeah.
everything. Really?
Like
Okay.
I've played. I hit two-hand, forehand. So I changed everything. I
Oh,
watch a lot of Ben John when I like got into it more when I
Wow.
was in Utah, and I just watch a lot of him and I try to copy from
Wow.
from all of it.
Okay.
So you're a visual learner like me.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
we like to learn by like watching and
Yeah.
like seeing stuff and like, cause like I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm the type of learner where like someone could be telling me something, and if I'm not looking at them, I'm not engaged and I'm not listening.
Yeah.
Same.
But like if I'm watching something and I'm like, and they're saying something to me, like that makes more sense to me than just listening.
Yeah. Well, that's why we do the YouTube here.
That's right.
So
We're
check
visual
it out.
learners. Yep.
Briones Pickleball. But yeah, let's get back to so Pesa, so you were just, you started 3.5. Did you win that 3.5 tournament?
We did.
Okay.
Okay, so you were saying a little sandbaggy. Huh? What would you say?
I was-
No, or was it tough? Was it
I was
close?
Like, no, it was like later. I mean, I belonged there when I was playing.
Okay,
Damn.
dude.
So you had some intense
Wow,
35
man.
matches.
Oh yeah, 3-5
How
match, and then
Wow.
I think 3.5 men's too with my uncle. I played with my uncle,
Yeah.
and then I played with my cousin in men's.
Dude, I would
Huh.
love to see a video of you at 3-5 level.
I know.
To see the contrast, man.
See how
you
bad
don't
you
wanna
were.
see it.
I'm just kidding.
Wow, dude.
I can only hit stuff hard, but nothing, no control at all.
Yeah.
Did you know how to stack then too?
No,
No, you guys just played straight
I had
up.
to
That's
learn that.
funny.
on my way.
Had to play the left side.
Okay.
Anywhere.
That's
I
right.
didn't even know what I was doing.
So, Pesa, what do you think? I mean, so there's a big gap between 3-5 and pro where you're playing now. So what attributed to that? You can give a list of things, but I can guess, right? Like you played way better players and learned from them, and then you studied players like Ben Johnson and stuff. Like, how did you progress through those levels? Like,
I feel like on the way, I was getting better, but at the same time, I was committing. Like I was working overnight, and I had to like come right off and I like work. I mean, go straight to the court at 4, and then we played at 5. So it was just like after that, after I dropped everything, I just finally I committing basically,
Really?
just like
Yeah.
full on commit and just play crazy amount of hours.
and
Yes,
we'll,
you know.
we'll get to your training regimen in a bit.
Well,
but,
I would
yeah.
say you've made it work so far.
Yeah.
Like in the 3 years that you've lived out here in Arizona, like, you know, I would say that you have been doing exactly what you've said you wanted to do when you moved out here. And that is literally just play pickleball. And, you know, I mean, the nice part about pickleball is playing pickleball doesn't mean just playing pickleball. You meet people that you can hang out with outside of pickleball. You can go,
Yeah.
you know, you meet true friends out here in pickleball. You know what I mean? So I would say you are the fighter and survivor of pickleball.
There you go. Maybe that's a title. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll take a look at it. Yeah. No, that's really cool stuff, Pesa. Let's see here. So you started playing tournaments. And then so after those 3-5 tournaments, did you gradually jump up to 4-5 tournaments or did you go right to 5-0?
No, it took me. I've been playing for 6-7 years.
Okay.
So like
All right.
that 3-4 years, like slowly playing. I wanted to go up, but my uncle would always tell me like just start from like 3.5, 4.0,
Yeah.
4.5,
Yeah.
and it took like 1 year each to
Wow.
like play.
Damn.
Man, cool.
And then after 3 years ago, like I was still playing 5.0. I mean, I was still playing 4.5 and 5.0
At 3 years ago from here.
3 years
Yeah.
before I
Yeah.
moved here.
Yeah. One thing we talked about the other day when we played together was how Craig and I we had seen Pesa play in a tournament in like 2020, and he was
Oh.
playing in a pro tournament and he did really well, and we were like, damn, this guy's good. And then literally like 5-6 months later, this guy asked me to play in a 5.0 tournament, and I was like, bro, but like you could be playing pro. Like why do you want to play a 5.0 tournament? You know, but like literally he went like he made it to the 5.0 level, played in the pro level, did well, and then said, oh yeah, I'm going to demote myself and play the 5.0 again. But here he is. Now he's for sure a pro.
Uh-huh.
He's no longer planning to play any 5.0 tournaments, so any 5.0 players, do not worry. He
I don't
won't
think
be
you're
in your
allowed.
bracket.
I don't think he's allowed to play 5-0 now. Now that you're
I don't think
I don't even know.
well,
Yeah.
one of the things that I've heard recently with like amateur tournaments these days is now like you can't play in a 5.0 tournament if you've won a main bracket.
yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
A main bracket draw,
yeah.
right? Like if you have a win in the main bracket for a tournament, whether it's APP or PPA, you are not allowed to play PPA
Yeah.
events. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. Okay, so let's see. I don't know where to go from here, but we can just go right into this. Pesa, you just recently, no, it's pretty recent, got your first gold in pro APP, and that was with.
We need a round of applause for this guy.
yeah,
a round
yeah,
of applause for this guy.
Let's give him a round of applause there.
Yeah.
And that was with Andre Dascu.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about that, because we did talk about it a little bit, but you guys weren't even planning to play with each other. So what happened on that one?
No, not at all. I was supposed to be playing with Dane, and I think he was supposed to be playing with Andreas, which is the guy I hop in for the MLP.
Oh, okay.
Did he get hurt or something?
He was still hurt, but like I didn't know that he was gonna play in the APP with Andre.
Got it.
But I just like literally just I don't like to ask people that I think they're they're already up top. I don't like to ask them like push to see if like they want to play a tournament.
Yeah.
But I knew that he was hurt, but I wasn't sure. But so I just went and DM him on Instagram.
Yeah.
And tell him if he wants to play one, if Andreas is okay to play.
Yeah.
And then he just said, give me like 3 days to figure it out.
And then he said yes.
And he finally said yes.
So
but
you
this is after Dane said he can't play.
Right.
Because he was hurting too.
Got it. So yeah. So obviously, for listeners out there, there's PPA, APP tour. So the APP, yeah. So you go right in there, with Andre, and you guys, do you guys lose a game, or you guys lost a couple games, right?
Yeah, we lost like the 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And then the final 2.
Yeah. What were your expectations going in? So like, what was it? Was there a lot of pressure? Because obviously Andre has had some success.
Right.
Like he's had a lot of success on the tour, and how was that?
I just knew that when I'm gonna be playing with him, I just know that the ball is gonna be more to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I don't feel like I've never hasn't been done it a lot, but like I just gotta make balls, and then I just know that he's super tall, aggressive in the middle.
Yeah.
And just like get out of the way when the ball's in the middle.
That's cool, man.
Now, I would say, I think the coolest thing was like, so I was actually scrambling for a partner for that tournament. When he was playing with Dane, he was like the 18th seed.
When Pesa was playing with Dane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then as soon as he picked up Andre, he immediately went to the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just remember like when I asked him, I was like, who are you playing with? And he was like, I'm playing with Dane. I was like, dude, you're playing with a senior citizen. Are you really? Are you serious with me right now?
I saw that on the podcast.
You know, yeah. And so then I ended up finding a partner, and then he ended up finding a partner, and his partner happened to be Andre Dascu.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I feel like in that situation, there's so much pressure, not only moving up 17 seeds, but also like, this guy has been, a force to be reckoned with on the APP for the last 2 years. Like, in that moment, are you like amped up and ready to go? Or are you saying, okay, I'm just going to be a stone cold killer. I'm going to do my job. I'm just going to go out there and, be as consistent as possible. What were you thinking?
The first thing I didn't want to let him down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first thing. I played so much that try to get ready because I didn't want to. I don't like to somebody that wins a lot. I don't like to bring those people down. So I have to do my job and just be a wall on my other side. Still make some dumb shot, but still, it works.
Hey, we all make some dumb shots. I probably make 90% of the time dumb shots, and they just happen to work every now and then.
Yeah. No, but Pesa, I did watch it. Yeah, you guys played really, really great.
You actually had the winning shot.
Yeah. Oh,
in the game to 15, where they
should have had that pulled up.
I know they hit a kind of overhead slam on you, and you kind of just played some defense in the transition like you always do, and you just kind of put up a lob, and it went right over their head, and they had no answer for it. It was pretty cool. Yeah.
So you guys played the Johnsons in the final.
Yes.
Right. Hunter and what's his brother's name?
Hunter and Yates.
Yates. Yeah, dude. That's just super cool. And speaking of like PPA, I think your best finish was 4th.
4th and
right,
5th.
Pesa?
4th and 5th last year.
With
Daniel twice.
Yeah. Twice.
Yes, in Red Rock 2 times.
Oh, you guys got 4th twice?
No, 4th in the first one, and then the second one. The next year was the 5th or 6th.
Wow.
We played Callan.
You guys like Red Rock. That's your
Yeah.
place.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
home.
That's right.
Are you playing more with Daniel, or?
No, we haven't really committed, and I don't like to be pushy on like people. So, I think
Yeah.
he's so good, and I let them pick whoever they want. So I don't really like try to like tell people to. And Daniel's an awesome
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Who are your partners for the rest of the year? Like, who do you have lined up? Like, do you even have? I mean, you gotta have that planned out, right?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
we have an idea of like who our next partner is for the next couple tournaments, but it's not for the whole year.
Right.
So who are they? Or who are you playing with?
I'm playing a few with PK, and then I'm playing with Andre.
Oh, you are.
Few. I don't wanna jinx anybody, but like,
Uh-huh.
I'm playing the 3, so
Yeah.
maybe he'll pull out, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which ones do you know?
San Jose, Sacramento coming up, and then
Oh, you're gonna go play Sacramento
Newport. Yeah.
with Andre?
Yes.
Wow.
Damn, I was gonna go play Sacramento so I could go home, but Sacramento's not even close to home for me. So I just
Really?
yeah, I'm gonna go play North Carolina and Cincinnati instead. Are you gonna play Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, no.
Isn't Newport coming up?
Yeah, this weekend. Yo, you're playing.
This week.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you're playing with PK?
I'm playing with Greg Johnson.
Craig Johnson,
Oh,
baby.
Craig Johnson.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Who are you playing with, Caden?
I'm playing with Zach Taylor.
Okay. Yeah, you told me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. No,
Hope I see you first round.
You guys are tough.
No, that's really cool, Pesa. Now you guys, obviously, we've talked about it on the podcast. You guys are teaming up now for the Orchard or Tuesday Night Pickleball. You guys can go check that out.
Yeah, we're actually playing tonight.
Yeah.
Playing the Stingers tonight. This is a do or die game for us.
Yeah.
So we're pretty amped up.
Needed it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
feeling ready to go.
Yeah. I did want to ask you this because a lot of our viewers, Pesa, this is a educational and instructional channel. They're learning a lot of things. Being a lefty, and I actually get this question kind of often, but maybe you have some insight for us, and me and Caden will chime in as well. But what is your, like, being a lefty, obviously there's stacking involved, there's a lot of different things, but what can you say, what's the difference of playing with like a right-handed player? And I don't even know if you've ever played with any left-handed players, because that would be more normal, but any strategy that you like think about going into tournaments and stuff, or with your partners?
Probably the middle. Like, there's not a lot of open spot in the middle if they're playing against a lefty righty,
Yeah.
because we're both
Both sitting
there,
forehands. Yeah.
sitting forehands.
So do you guys always stack? I guess that's one.
Oh,
one
always.
question.
Always
Yeah.
stack.
On the serve and the return?
Serve and a return. Unless the return is short, then I'll stay.
Yeah. Did you and Andre on your road to gold there? Did you guys stack on serves and returns every time, or did
Well,
you?
I don't think we've ever unstacked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you been involved in a tournament or situation where you're playing and the stack it's not working, and then you choose not to? So that happens.
You
too.
have to.
Yeah.
Gotta change it up when you stop.
We do that every now and then.
Yeah. So when you guys playing, like, what is the tell there? Like, how do you guys decide? Oh, this is maybe a time that we shouldn't.
Well, I think the biggest thing is if someone's got a big serve, and we're not doing much with that,
Mhm.
then maybe and maybe we've lost a few points because of it. Then maybe we'll start going traditionally. But I would say for the most part, I would say 97% of the time, Pesa and I, or Pesa and his partners, are always going to be stacking. And like, Pesa's not the only lefty I play with, so even when I play with Rob, I do the same thing.
Mhm.
But I would say usually we're stacking, and if like, I think the one time that we didn't stack was maybe like against Michael and Ryan in the Pythons match, where basically Michael's serve was so big that we were kind of just fighting for our lives on the serve, and so we just said, hey, let's play it straight up. And I would say we kind of figured it out after that. Yeah.
No, it's cool, man. Yeah, I would just I'm just telling you, I think you're one of the first lefties that I kind of like played with. Just even in rec and stuff at a high level. It's just so nice.
Yeah.
it's just really nice to have your your forehands in the middle, and I'm sure you're super comfortable on that right side,
Yeah.
But I just really love playing with lefties.
I know, I do too, actually. Most of my partners are lefties. It makes me happy. And yet I don't even do it on purpose. But also at the same time.
Yeah.
Pesa, give me your top 5 lefties in pickleball, and you can include yourself.
No.
I knew you
think,
wouldn't.
oh no.
Well, are you going to?
No.
Okay, so go ahead.
Rafa Hewitt for sure.
Okay.
Is he one? Is he one? Or does it? Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay.
You just make your top.
Rafa Hewitt.
Rafa.
I don't know a lot. Oh, and then I will put.
We'll have to fill him in.
I don't know a lot of
Tyler Loon. Does he go?
Tyler Loon.
Tyler Loon. Okay.
Okay, Rafa first.
Okay.
Tyler Loon second.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
You put
I like-
Rafa in front of Tyler Lowe?
Yeah.
I like that. Pick.
Okay.
I don't mind that pick.
All right. I don't mind that.
And then probably who others?
So I'll tell you the other two. Actually, I mean, these guys are really close now. Well, Rob Cassidy is one,
Mm-hmm.
but Pablo Tejas.
Oh, Pablo.
What about
Torres.
Ryler DeHart?
And, well, yeah, but I don't see much of him.
Okay.
Okay,
I
I'll put
think-
third for Pablo Teles,
Okay. Pablo
Third.
Tejas, third.
and then I'll put
Oh, Nico Montoya?
Nico, and then Rob Cassidy.
God, I keep forgetting. Nico. Shout out to Nico.
Dude, Nico's a baller.
He is a
Certified.
Arizona
Yeah.
resident here.
Peace.
Certified baller, literally. He is money.
Yeah, Nico. Shout out
So,
to you, man.
where do you fall on this list? You go like right after or what?
Yeah, I'll be in the back.
Dude, I'll tell you what. One thing about Pesa, man, he's one of the most humble guys.
No.
Modest.
Possible.
Yeah. I mean, this
Come
guy.
on, Pesa. You can put yourself in the mix, man.
Right. If it were me answering, I would have been like Caden Nemeth. No.
We always do our picks. Like sometimes we like for the Newport, we'll do our picks. Pesa like, oh, who do we think's gonna win? Kind of like a draft.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I asked Caden last week. He's like, yeah, me. I'm gonna win.
Hey man, if you don't think you can
Confidence.
win it, you're not gonna win it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
You gotta
I
have
was just,
confidence.
Yep.
you gotta hype yourself up a little bit and say, all right, well, this is what I said on YouTube,
Yeah.
so I better perform.
No, that's good, man.
How did you and PK do in Utah?
So that one I was super sick. I had to pull out a singles, and I actually wanted to tell him so bad to like if I wanted to like to not play on the men's double.
Right.
I felt because they're already there,
Yeah.
so I had to play.
Yeah.
So I took
Man.
like a lot of those pills and just
What'd you have? The
played
flu?
high the whole time.
Yeah, the flu or something?
Yeah, no, like I don't even know what it was. I
Oh,
got
man.
there, snow the next day before singles.
Yeah.
Just huge headache. Couldn't even I just slept in the whole day.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you said it carried on to kind of like our Tuesday night pickleball match. You were still sick then, huh?
Yeah. I
Oh.
was like, no.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
That's
I just
bad.
remember he played mixed the first quarter, which was like the
Ran
first
straight
time.
back.
Yeah. It was like the first time he had started like for the game for
Yeah.
mixed, because usually I started, and he was killing it out there. Like you wouldn't have even thought he was sick.
Yeah.
And they call a timeout. He comes back to the bench, and I'm like, hey, like nice job, like keep adding the pressure, make sure you're still
Nice.
going at it. And he literally just looks at me and he's like, my head is pounding. And I was like, oh shoot. I was like, okay. So I luckily had Tylenol, so I gave him 2 Tylenol. But
Oh,
oh
gosh.
my god.
Right after that match, I literally went outside and I was like puking back there. And then what's his name? The security guy.
Oh, the
Uh-huh.
Orchard
He
Security.
came over. He's like, "You need water?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, I'm good. I'm good."
You're like,
man.
no. This is a.
Emergency.
I don't know. That's funny. Yeah. No, you
Wow.
were pretty sick last weekend.
Still have a little.
You're all good.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah. So, APP gold medal winner, Pesa. I think that's a really cool story. You
Thanks, Andre.
Yeah.
shout out to Andre.
Shout out to
love,
Andre.
love to have you
Actually,
on the podcast.
wait, about the APP. My dad was there, like
Oh,
in
and your dad.
in your
Oh my
ear the whole
gosh.
time.
The whole entire
what-
time.
What was the one piece of advice that my dad gave you that you actually liked?
Or you can say
When you
nothing.
if there's nothing,
there
if
wasn't.
there's nothing, you could say nothing. But if there,
Probably just telling me I belong here.
Wow. Cool,
Like
man.
literally those things. Even Danny walked up to me and said those words. After I was so bad on the third game,
after the third game,
and then we literally came. I don't remember if it's a third game or first game, but we came back and won.
in the
And I was
second
just
game,
losing. I was losing in myself. I was
Yeah.
giving up. and then your dad and then Danny come over and just like tell me like a few things
Yeah.
like you belong here and just stuff.
What do you?
It
What
helps
do
a
you,
lot.
What did you think about that when someone tells you something like that?
Just like you just take it in, take a big breath, and just like it's like motivating.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously, Pesa, for the time that I've known you, I mean, I guess I don't know. This is an open, honest conversation. I mean, do you know that like how talented you are, or do you kind of just like?
Just like,
I mean, dude. You can compete with the best all the time, and I think part of it is like, I don't know, man. I just think that it would probably benefit you. Correct me if I'm wrong, Caden. But if you just believed in yourself, like I know you believe in yourself, but like,
Not enough.
dude, you've been there, and you can really. I mean, you have all the shots, man.
I mean, a lot of it too is it comes down to like having money to get like that. The only reason why I played a lot of 5-0 after a good win in Red Rock
Yeah.
is because it's just the tournament. It's just too much, and I couldn't even like get in the pro division because it's
right, because it was so expensive.
so expensive. So
Yeah,
I
I
had to
hear you.
play 5-0 or
Wow.
anyone below.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I actually, when you asked me to play that tournament in Vegas, and asked me to play in the 5-0 division, I actually asked him. I was like, well, why don't we play in the pro division? He was just like, oh, like too much money. And I was like, oh, I get that. And it was funny because at the time I was actually sponsored by this company called Power Balance, and they were out of like SoCal, and they totally screwed me over.
Yeah.
But like, and in the moment, I was like, well, shoot, like, I was like, actually, you know what? It would be smart to play the 5-0 division because I don't even really have any money either. Because all this money that I was promised from this company completely screwed me over, and so I didn't even have money to be paying for these tournaments, but I still wanted to play, so I would just use my own money.
Yeah.
That was when I was in college. I was barely making anything.
Yeah.
That was memory tournament.
I
It's
know.
the best.
Should we talk about that tournament in Vegas?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we had a pretty interesting experience when playing together for the first time.
That was your first tournament.
That was our first tournament together. I would say neither of us really played well that day, but both of us had the talent to kind of still kind of go through that 5-0 bracket, even though there were some good teams like Matt Manassi and Hayden played together in that.
Okay.
But yeah, we were kind of just kind of blowing through it, and we actually ended up playing Hayden and Matt again later in the day. And
this is a medal round or something?
this was right before the medal round.
Got it.
But we were playing them, and it was a 1-15.
Yeah.
We were playing on taped lines and tennis courts in Vegas. It was pretty crappy. Every ball was skipping. This was still when spin serves were a thing.
Oh,
So like literally like the baseline would be like right here, and then the fence would be like right where Pesa is. It was terrible, and Hayden's spin serve would just go right into the fence. But I think Pesa and I actually whiffed on about like 6 serves that tournament, and that was just in like one day. So it was pretty wild. But when we played Hayden and Matt, there were these sock guys who were
Lasso
like
gear.
they were what?
Am I not supposed to say it?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, they're called Lasso. They're called Lasso
Oh,
gear.
we're going into this story.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a sock company called Lasso Gear, and they were sponsoring Matt, and they were heckling us a little bit, and not after points, but in between points, and they had done it for a good amount of points, and finally at the side switch at 8, I went up to them nicely and grabbed my water bottle. I sipped on my water, and I just said, "Hey guys, like I love the enthusiasm, I love the chants.
Yeah.
Could you guys just wait till after the point?" And they were like, "Okay." And
that was a very nice way to say that.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
It was super.
So you guys are playing. They're like saying stuff during points, heckling you. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And so like I
got it.
I'm a very patient person, and personally I'm a baseball player, so I know I don't mind hearing all that noise.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like other people are watching. Like I would say for a 5-0 match, there were a lot of people watching our match. Yeah.
Wow.
And also like, I mean, I could tell it was bothering Pesa. I could tell it was bothering Hayden, and like
even Hayden was feeling uncomfortable.
Even Hayden hated it. He told me after, he was like, "Dude, that was so weird."
Oh,
but like they were just heckling us throughout the points, and finally like I like hit a shot and I like fell on the ground, and they like had made a comment about how like I was on the ground and how they should like should keep me on the ground, and I was like, really, you know?
That was messed up.
And Pesa, the nicest freaking dude ever, goes up to them and says, "Hey, shut up."
Yeah.
Right? And the guy said, "Why don't you come over here and make me?" And God, Pesa, you look like a flying gazelle. But like Pesa literally like jumped over the fence and beat this guy. Like beat this guy up. And
wait, what happened? Is it, wait.
Gotta match the energy.
That's funny.
You know, that's one thing about me.
Gotta match that.
Yeah.
I can be humble as possible, but when you break that rules, it's done.
Yeah. Wait, so what? Were there a few swings or something, or what happened?
Couple
What are you talking about?
Oh, no swing, because I
Oh.
literally jump into his group.
No.
There's nothing
Yeah.
between. There's nothing to.
Well, there were like 4 guys.
No, I know. So what? So let's break this down here. Let's do a slow motion breakdown here. So you jump over the fence,
Jumps over the fence.
and then what happens?
Just grab his neck, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little, dude.
A little
Just a
grabbage of
little
the
tap.
neck. Yeah. But you know what? The guy deserved it. And of course, like the other guys were like trying to take him off, and Pesa was kind of just pushing all of them aside like they were like little toddlers. And
Pretty big.
yeah, like I'm not kidding. Literally, he was like pushing away grown men like they were literally preschoolers. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And like, I swear, if he like looked back at me and was like, "Hey, Caden, let's go," I would have been like, "Oh shoot, okay, let's go." And so I would have gone into the fight. But then I was like so in shock. I was like, it's like, is this happening right now? And like, so long story short, the Lasso guys like tried to, you know, cause a scene about it. But luckily we actually had such a big crowd watching our match that like they like everyone that was there watching was backing us up and was like, "Hey, like no, those Lasso guys started it. Like, you know, that was all them. They were heckling them in the middle of points. Like they asked nicely to tell them to stop and they didn't." And
I was not myself at all. Literally, I have to, you know, you get two-faced sometimes. You to their.
Well, I would say everything that you did to them was deserved. And obviously, I mean, violence is never the answer. But I mean, like, when you ask someone like that nicely to, like, not do what they're doing and they keep doing it, like, eventually you're going to get your butt beat. You know what I mean? And that's not just how it goes in pickleball, but it goes just in the world. You know, like, if someone's asking you politely to not do something and you're going to keep doing it, eventually they're going to get annoyed and do something that you don't like, you know.
So definitely a learning experience from the both of you.
Well, I mean, the worst thing that happened was we got kicked out of the tournament.
So is that what happened?
So we ended up getting disqualified.
Defaulting.
Yeah.
So Pesa, I guess, you know, there's a lot of people that have done crazy stuff on the tour.
Yeah.
And that's probably not the craziest, but like, what in a situation like that, what would you do differently? Just to look back.
I know I should have been more calm, but like I was just so done with it because you asked them like the nicest, calm. I didn't even speak anything. I just like Caden. I just let Caden like do his thing because he's super nice.
Yeah.
And like it was just like, I mean, they wanted it.
And they did. They really did.
That's crazy, man.
I know. I told you, Pesa. You gave me the word, man. I was in there fighting with you, bro. Till the end.
That's so crazy.
Till the end.
I guess I would have asked the ref, like, man, I would have had them out of there, bro.
Actually,
Yeah,
If anything, honestly, we actually should have asked for a ref.
I mean, that's freaking crazy.
Because it was the PPA, like it was 5-0-19. Like they didn't give us a ref, and like in all honesty,
there was no ref.
There was no ref, and in all honesty, like
that's why.
If there was something that we should have done differently, it shouldn't have been that that you fought the guys. It should have been that we should have just gotten a ref.
Oh my gosh.
At the switch at 8, I should have just gotten us a ref. That's what I should have done. Because
So
the ref would have shushed them up
That's insane.
real quick.
so I shouldn't be. I should never ever do that. That's a learning experience. I mean,
That's good.
shouldn't do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, the time that someone's life almost got ended, but he will not do that. Hopefully, he will not heckle again.
Hey, I think that guy learned his lesson.
Jeez.
And if it doesn't, I'll come for you.
That's right. That's right.
What was it? Was he like fighting back, or he's like, oh no, sorry, like, you know what I mean?
No, he was pissed too.
Oh, he was.
Oh yeah, well, like the group was mad because obviously like this grown man is like coming at them, but like they basically just tried to play like victim. As soon as it was over, but it's like, yeah, dude, like
there's five of them, and then one main guy that was just like it was the only one I see when I was pissed.
Yeah,
it was like there's like nothing else. That's why I jumped the fence, because they had a group surround him, and then he's in the middle. I just like went for him. I wanted him bad.
Yeah. Oh, man. What did you want more?
I want smoke.
What did you want? Did you want that guy's head in your hands, or would you rather have the gold medal from the APP?
It was tough. I really couldn't hold myself. I'm pretty patient myself too.
Yeah, I would
calm,
say.
But
yeah.
That was just
okay. Well, good learning experience. We are not promoting any kind of violence like that.
No.
But we would learn from our mistakes.
Yes.
So
That's right.
that's really good. If you are aggravating Pesa on the court, you must be going above and beyond, because this guy is literally like the most calm guy possible. So.
Exactly. Well, I think it's hilarious how like my craziest pickleball story is with like literally the calmest, nicest guy on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I was in a fight with this guy, and I was with the nicest guy in pickleball.
Yeah. So wow. Okay. So I don't know how we segue from that to something else, but okay. Well, we'll learn from those experiences. We'll just segue into a little Q&A. All right. We have a couple of questions here. Pesa, you could chime in here, and then we have one last segment to do with you. But let's see here. And again, Pesa, this is something you could think about. And you don't do much instructing or coaching right now, right?
No, most of it because of my no confidence in myself. I mean, I feel like I speak good English, but I don't feel comfortable saying stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But okay, so we can think about this and work it through. You can chime in or not. But basically, these are questions that are sent in from our viewers and stuff. So first one says, Jordan, my wife, and I are aggressive pickleball students of the game. We're a solid 3.0 senior couple with only 1 year of experience. We both come from years of racket sports and play 2 to 4 times a week. I noticed many players trying to use a lot of slices, undercuts, topspins in their game, specifically on dinks. We both play a fairly straightforward game, concentrating on placements and court strategies. What are your thoughts regarding adding more topspin, underspin, and other spins to the ball off the paddle as 3-0 players? Open up the floor.
You want to start, P?
Go ahead.
You want me to start? Okay, I'll start. I think adding to your game is always huge. Yeah. So the fact that these players are 3-0 players, but they're already looking to kind of improve, and they're focusing on the most important part of pickleball, which is what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go with the ball, because I feel like most people just try and hit the ball.
Yeah.
All right. So as a 3-0 player, I applaud these.
Yeah.
Do they have names?
No.
Mr. and Mrs. Anonymous. I applaud them because not many 3-0 players are thinking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yes, I think adding topspin, maybe adding some backspin is very beneficial. But that also means that learning it has to be learned the correct way.
Yeah.
Right? Because I can't tell you how many people I see try and create slice on the ball, and they are doing it super incorrectly.
Yeah.
And once you learn it incorrectly or gain that bad habit, it's hard to break. So if you guys, I would say if you guys are looking to, learn more about how to add topspin and how to add backspin, I would say find a coach that's good, or maybe some instructional videos on YouTube, whether it's us or someone else. Learn it so you learn it correctly, so then it'll benefit you instead of just trying to add it and see how it goes. Because even the same thing with topspin, right? People think topspin comes from our wrist, right? All our wrist does is enhance anything that we're trying to do with adding spin to the ball. It doesn't actually create the spin. So
so really, really good, Caden. For spin wise, the top spin and underspin, those are definitely things that are could be learned later, but definitely adding more weapons for you. and I'll answer the question, but for you, Pesa, because you came from no racket background, and now I'm sure, well, now you know the difference between topspin, underspin, and just more like a lift dink.
Right.
What did you learn when you were dinking? When did you start to develop, like underspin and then topspin? Like it wasn't from the get go, right?
No.
On your dinks, do you remember?
No, I don't. I mean, probably copy from. I don't know. Just copied from people.
Yeah, I think you're just like you said, visual learn. I think you see things and then try things.
Yeah.
I remember Craig telling me like when I drive the ball to like turn it's like carve it with my weak hand on top of the ball, and then just like the other hand is not really doing anything.
Oh, you're talking about for two-handed backhand.
Oh.
Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, I thought we were talking about spin.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, as for spin, but like
Oh, okay.
no, I just probably like just like people telling. Well, as I'm like learning.
Yeah. Wow.
In a way.
Yeah. So for that, I guess my answer, really good, Caden. I would just say, I would start with learning some underspin. I think topspin's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not 100% necessary to learn topspin dinks and things like that, but definitely, those are, if you have your regular, I would say if you could control your regular lift dinks.
Yeah.
In a consistent basis, then yeah, I would definitely start to add other things.
Yeah.
But let's see here. Speaking of, this question has to do with the paddles here, but speaking of paddles, Pesa, you got signed by Selkirk.
Let's go.
Shout out.
Three of us. Just
Three of us.
All of us.
Sponsored athletes by
The
Selkirk.
three Selkirk Musketeers. How's it going with Selkirk, Pesa?
It's going good. I love the paddles. I love the clothing. Everything about them and the owner are super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Cool.
super welcoming.
Yeah, that's not your only sponsor. You're actually sponsored by
Everybody Eats.
Yep.
Really?
And,
What is that?
it's a group Polynesian thing.
Oh.
And then
Okay.
yeah, I love him from based in Texas.
Really?
And then Peter Chungo.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to Peter Chungo.
Really?
Yeah.
What is Peter Jungle only in Arizona?
I think it's
Is it?
only
Dude,
in
you're
Arizona.
sponsored by Peter Jungle?
He's sponsored by a food company,
Let's
man.
go get a euro, bro.
Thanks to Kevin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get
What
sponsored by
in the-
In-N-Out.
Dude, I didn't know that. What else are you sponsored by?
And then
We're gonna-
Pickle Phil. Shout out
Ah.
Pickle Phil.
We're just gonna shout out all of Pesa sponsors right now.
Sorry.
Right.
No, but cool. So tell me about the Eats thing. Is that like a kind of charity thing? It sounds like.
It's a charity, yes.
And this is like Polynesian. It's
Yes.
owned by a Polynesian.
Polynesian by Jared
Oh, cool.
Higley.
Cool, man. And then Peter Jungle, I know that I've been to a couple.
Yeah, it's good food.
What's your favorite?
Yeah, what is
Do
your
you
favorite?
like? Do you like?
You know what? I haven't tried all their stuff. I think I've just had a euro there.
Oh, yeah.
What do you usually get there?
I've ate most of them actually. The burger, the craft burger is good.
Ooh,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Curry soup is super good if you like soup.
Okay.
Curry soup?
Yes,
I
it's
love
coconut
curry.
soup. Coconut
Dude, can
curry
we
soup.
get a freaking chain sponsor? Look, if you're out there and you would like to sponsor the Briones Pickleball Podcast and you're a restaurant chain,
There you go.
just throwing it out there. So, no, that's really cool, dude. Yeah, so Selkirk. Oh, and this, it's basically hops into this question here, but the reason I say that is because it segues into here. Question from Anonymous again. What Selkirk paddle would be good for intermediate 3.5 or so player with not much power on their own? I'm fairly small, but I did have reasonable power in my singles tennis game as a teenager. And then it says, I think I need more forgiveness and control in a paddle. So we're all Selkirk here. Again, to not be biased, there's a lot of great paddles out there, but let's just go over the paddles that we currently use. Right now, I go back and forth between the Halo 16 millimeter. Actually, the short handle, I'm kind of just experimenting with that, not the long one.
You like the, what is it called, the Max?
Yeah, and just for the fact that it's a little bit shorter, so I can actually move it. I can navigate it a little bit quicker. So
You like the 13 millimeter?
No, I'm still
16?
doing 16.
Oh, 16.
And
okay.
then I go back between that and not the Halo, the 003.
Yeah.
Actually, the Abic with a shorter handle. So definitely, if you're gonna get that one, I would suggest weight. But what do you guys use here? Caden, you just made a switch.
I did, yeah. So I was actually using the Halo as well, but I was actually using the 13 millimeter. So it was funny with this person who left a question, said they don't have a ton of power, but they want something with more control and forgiveness. So if you want more power, that 13 millimeter Halo is going to be your paddle. But if you want something with more forgiveness and control, then maybe you want that 16 millimeter. But yeah, so I just switched actually to the Power Air. And I
That's
prefer.
a big switch too.
Yeah. No, it wasn't something I actually had planned. I had been using the Halo, and then actually there was one day, probably like 2 weeks ago, where I was teaching with you, or no, I'm not teaching with you, but we were doing some videos, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this Power Air a go, and so I was just kind of hitting with it, and you were like, oh yeah, dude, like I think you'd actually like that, and I actually prefer a paddle with a little bit more power, just because the soft game is usually kind of where I'm comfortable, but then when I want to put that ball away, I just want something with a little bit more juice. So I just kind of tried it out, and I was like, I wonder what this would feel like if I put some lead tape on it. So I put some lead tape on it. I taught for the next few days, and then I played Red Rock, and I went there, and I was like,
pretty good, huh?
I was like, what paddle should I use here? I'm a little conflicted, and you know, I've had that situation before where I wasn't sure about a paddle. And honestly, it was terrible because like I was just going back and forth, and I would have good days and bad days with both paddles, and like I was having that worry a little bit at Red Rock, and finally I was just like, you know what, like I'm gonna play a few games with this and get some practice in, and if I like it, then I'll use it tomorrow. And like the only thing that I realized was like I was just popping up my thirds a little bit more because I had a little bit more power, but the next day I kind of found it and settled in got comfortable with it, and so I just switched to it full time.
So shout out to the Power Air.
I use the Epic shape.
You do use Epic.
I do. I like the shorter. I like the smaller hitting face, a little bit less mishit, faster hands.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's been money.
Check it out below. We got some links in the description to purchase those. Pesa, what are you currently using right now?
I'm using the X large Halo.
Okay.
The 16 millimeter, but.
Oh, are you using 16? Okay.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't need any extra power.
No, he does not. No.
And I actually give my paddles to Matt Montoya in All About Tennis, and he customized like cutting the handle. I don't know if it's okay to say that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But you cut the handle short only because
he's cutting the handle short.
Yes.
The handle, like shortening it.
Right.
Yeah.
I know you can.
Why?
I can just get the other one,
Yeah.
which is shorter handle, but I like the smaller face because that one you're using, it's a bigger face.
Right.
So I feel I like something smaller in the.
I gotta look at your paddle. Why do you cut it though? You have a two-hander too.
I've always used the Tempest Wave.
Wow.
Okay. Tempest Wave.
Paddle Tech.
Paddle Tech.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like something like that where like it's smaller and it's easy to maneuver around.
Right.
Like,
wow, dude. That's I don't know. And
especially with a small face, it helps a lot.
Yeah. Because he was using the same one as me. He was using the XL, but in the 16 millimeter.
Yes.
And the the XL has the longer handle.
Yes.
And I actually liked the longer handle,
Yeah.
but this guy over here didn't.
It's slow on hands. I feel like the longer handle is, if you don't have a two-hand, if you're not consistent with the two-hand, I don't think it's good to have it.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Because
So you might have a modified little 16 millimeter XL. So what did you do? You only cut the handle like half an inch or inch, or it's basically the handle size of the other one, of the Max.
It's a little. I think it's a little bit shorter.
It's shorter. So it's the Max. It's the Max everything.
Wow.
He just cut off maybe like this much of the handle.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He cut off the butt, actually. Basically the butt of the handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Matt knows a lot about that, and there's no change in the paddle, like inside the paddle.
Yeah,
so
you can just
very simple stuff.
Just saw it off.
Just a cut off.
Yeah.
Interesting. You just gotta have them Selkirk make you a custom paddle after that gold medal win.
Exactly. Man. Signature paddle.
I would ask though, because they could probably do it in shop. Do you know that, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
They probably could.
Come on, man.
I mean, I've never like actually
I would, dude, just say I need the 16 millimeter, and can you just cut it off an inch and put the butt cap on the end, dude?
And they'll do it.
Yeah, they'll do it.
You don't even like the butt cap.
I mean, I talk a little bit of them. Most of them with Kevin, which is someone that does everything for my agent. So
I'll tell you what, bro, they'll do it. They should do it. Pretty easy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a hard fix.
Yeah.
'Cause I really like that halo.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can make a little bit something with the face a little bit more smaller. I mean, I love the paddle. Shout out to Selkirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you played good with it, man.
Yeah.
I wonder why you haven't gone to the 13 millimeter. I guess you like the control, huh? Because it's 13.
I've always want control. I don't want anything poppy. I mean, I want something poppy because nowadays it's like, I mean, now on it's like most paddles are super poppy.
Yeah, right.
You want something.
Wow.
Come on, Jordan. You see these biceps, man?
Dude,
Look at those
yeah.
guys, man.
I know.
I
Bro.
always.
He doesn't need 13
Dude,
millimeters.
If Pesa played with a power air, that would be freaking
Oh my
scary,
God.
dude.
I would.
I've actually used the 002.
Oh my. Oh, actually, I do remember that.
So did you like it or no?
I loved it, and I don't know why I switched. Like it's the face. It was longer. I like something smaller.
Got it.
The
Yeah.
face is a little bit longer.
Yeah, I will say your hands are faster with the Halo than they were with the 002.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I know
that's what I found too. Cause like I actually really like the 002, but I can't handle the Invicta shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get wrist issues when I try and whip that around. So
Yeah.
That's why I actually
It's good with
ultimately went
flicks.
with the Halo. Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're both in the epic world.
now I'm in the epic world of
So-
Power Air.
Yeah, so really cool. Shout out to Selkirk again. Let's just hop right into the last segment. Now, those were a couple questions there. Here we go. Couple of rapid fire questions here.
Ooh, these are good.
And then we're going to do a little last segment called Do or Die. But here we go. So really quick questions, Pesa. Don't think about it too much.
You have to answer quickly.
I'm going to ask you, and then you pick, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Dinker or banger?
Dink.
Drop or drive?
Drop.
Serve or return?
Return.
Ooh. Even or odd?
Even.
Oh. Offense or defense?
Offense.
Men's or mixed?
Men's.
Doubles or singles?
Doubles.
Oh, I knew that answer.
PPA or APP?
Both.
Okay. Craig Johnson or Caden Niemoff?
There's only one right answer.
You put this
Caden.
Oh.
I did.
Team
put that in there.
Scorcher.
That's right. Scorchers for life.
Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Okay. Nice, man. I like that. All right. Well,
Waffles are superior, man. Waffles are so good.
But I actually don't eat any of them.
You don't eat waffles or pancakes?
No.
Why not?
dude,
I don't think I ate waffle pancakes for 2 years now.
for diet?
No, just like I'm not a breakfast fan.
You're not
Oh,
a breakfast
okay.
person?
No.
You know what? I'm not that much of a breakfast person
Are
either.
you
but-
kidding me? I love
You know what? We
breakfast.
totally forgot. Okay, we just blew by this, but let's just, Pesa, you're a professional player. You're doing it full time. Let's quickly, before we hop into the last segment, we totally skipped over your diet and your training.
Oh, yeah.
Regimen. So like, diet wise, are you like super strict? What does that look like? And then what does your pickleball training look like?
Oh I'm all over the place
Okay.
with diet.
Yeah.
I love food.
Yeah.
I'll never say no to food.
Yeah.
So I can't really like commit on eating one thing. I have to eat anything.
Yeah.
I think-
Is there any types of food that you don't like?
I know.
Do you like sushi?
I love sushi. I love food.
I
That's-
do.
There's nothing you don't like?
There's
Hey,
nothing
man.
I'm really, really flexible with food.
What about
especially.
tomatoes? Do you like tomatoes?
Love tomatoes.
Ugh.
Dude, you know what? And I just think that, I don't know, I don't know, just like those kind of cultures, they just
Yeah, I feel
they're
like
not picky.
I feel
they're
like
not
it's because when you grow up, it's like
Yeah.
you either
Yeah.
eat the food or you're gonna starve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
There
No,
you
it's
go.
true. That's exactly how I was raised. I'm not kidding. My parents would like literally make me sit at the coffee table or like the dinner table by myself until I finished my meal.
Okay, so
There you go.
yeah, so again, just to recap, Pesa's diet sushi, lots
Anything
of food,
goes.
and
Anything,
then
yeah.
pita jungle.
Yep. Anything
And
goes
pita
when it comes
pita
to
chango
food.
for sure.
Mhm.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Love that.
All right, Pesa. So training, dude. So we just released the Riley Newman podcast, and that came out, last week or so. But in that, he was talking about his training regimen. He actually doesn't like to exceed 1 to 2.5 hours on the court, and then after that he does more cardio and stuff. So I would say you're in the opposite end here. So what does your training look like, and like what is the most hours that you would spend on the court a day here, Pesa?
I spent, if I play in the morning, early in the morning,
Yeah.
6, and then I'll probably be done by. I'll play 4 times or 3 times, and then I'll probably
3 times
get
a
home
day?
at, yeah, 3.
Okay, so tell me your yesterday schedule.
So
yesterday.
okay, I played yesterday in the morning at 6
to
with Greg, me, and Nico, and Cooper, and then my next one was at 11 with me, Chris Furman, and Ryan Finley.
Oh, this is all the way through 6 to 11.
Yes.
And then 11 to what?
11 to we played till 4.
4 p.m.
Oh, no, we played from 12 to 4
With who?
with Chris, everybody.
Oh,
Yeah,
those guys.
3.
Those guys. Yeah.
So you play from 6 to 11 and 12 to 4.
Yes.
6, 7.
No,
8.
6 to 9.
Okay, so 3 hours. 12 to 4 is 4 hours. So that we got 7 hours now.
And then we talk pickleball for that 1 hour after pickleball, and then go back to pickleball, and then
played from
played
what time to what time?
from 12 to 4,
Yeah.
and then I drilled at 5:30. So I had to we would talk for the whole 1 hour about pickleball, and then had to rush to the next session.
And then what was that? 5:30 to what?
5 to 7.
5 to 7?
5 to
With
7.
who?
With me and Jeff.
So we got 6 to 9, 12 to 4, and then 5 to 7. Dude, that's like 9 hours, dude, on the court.
That's literally like what I
Normal.
did yesterday teaching.
Is that what it normally looks like for you, Pesa? Or, you know what I
Well,
mean?
it's not normal. If
Okay.
I'm right now, right now, especially during tournament season, I feel like for me especially,
Want to be out
I
there.
want to
Yeah.
make sure I'm on the court and just trying all day if I'm not sick.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, I like that.
Why don't you and I should set up just a consistent 2 days of the week where we just drill.
Just drill.
And
Yeah.
then one more day
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you this, Pesa. What is your drill? I want you to think about this. Because it seems like, to me, you kind of just are just on the court and do whatever.
Yeah.
But what is your drill to
Favorite?
play ratio? No, how often? Let's say, so for me, mine is probably 90% drill and 10% play just because of my time. What is yours? Do you know?
Probably 70 rec, and then 30% drill.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're on the court so much that even that 30% is ridiculous
Right.
Yeah.
numbers. Okay.
And
Interesting, man.
then 70% of those are I'm not really picky with anybody I play with.
Yeah.
So I try to if whoever I'm playing with, I'm always playing with all different levels, and I don't mind.
See, man, that's really cool, man. So you don't, yeah. I mean, you're playing with whoever, whenever.
Whoever asks.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm available,
Yeah.
I'm always in for
Okay,
pickleball.
dude, that's awesome, man. And you're still in Phoenix, yeah?
Still in Phoenix.
Cool.
go.
And after Riley moving out of town here, I know that was one of you guys play with Riley often.
Yeah.
We play with him sometimes.
Drill.
Actually, I think we played with him literally right before he left.
Right. Yeah.
We played at the
Oh,
we
and then we
played.
played.
Yeah,
we played with Riley too.
Oh, really? Oh,
Well,
wait.
Well,
We
you
played
guys
after.
probably played.
After probably. Yeah.
Okay.
He was after?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Well, right before he moved, remember?
Oh, yes, you're right.
We played.
Riley's awesome.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
But with
I
him leaving, you may be the highest ranked player now,
Yeah. Right.
huh?
No, I think he's right.
I think so.
he's
Pesa.
right.
Come on, man.
No.
Come on.
I actually like how Riley is. I mean, I kind of follow his footsteps.
What do you mean?
I know that he was I don't know, Uber
Oh. yeah.
before, and then and he was pickleball now committed. So I'm trying to do the same thing,
Uh-huh.
but the not Uber, but trying to following the same footstep that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get
yeah.
there.
Well, you were doing Uber for a little bit, right? Didn't you tell me
Uber,
that?
DoorDash, Grubhub, everything.
Yeah.
anything with the car.
What,
So I
what,
have to be flexible to play.
what are you
Right.
doing now, Pesa? Do you have another job, or are these sponsors like? How is financially? How does it work as a pro now for
I
you?
feel like it's still not there yet,
Yeah,
but sponsorship helps
yeah,
tons.
yeah,
Where like it gives me so much opportunity for me to play.
yeah.
Right.
So, like
It gets your foot in the door without,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like I would say the same thing. Like resetting with Selkirk this year has really kind of allowed me to
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of branch out and say, okay, like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And like, obviously Selkirk has been great, but I think just like sponsorships in general, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be $1 million, you know, just help us out with like these little things like,
Yeah.
you know, that we just can't afford because they're so freaking stupid.
Yeah, just
and
like
it's stupid
some
expensive.
free pita jungle, just 3 times a day. That
Right.
saves
Yeah,
on all your
exactly.
food there.
And
Yeah.
then the people around, like the community, the people are just so awesome.
Yeah.
Like, using the court, Brad, Brad helped me so much.
Yeah.
Brad's
Shout out
amazing.
to Brad, and
Brad's the best
Yolanda,
GM
you're
in
the best.
Arizona Pickleball League.
I
And
love
yes, he is the GM of the Scottsdale Scorchers. So I'm not saying that with any
Shout
sort
out.
of bias.
Yep.
I just mean that as like,
Such a nice guy.
yeah,
Shout out to Brad.
big fan.
Cool, man. All right. So that's your training regimen. So you're playing 7 days a week, yeah?
7-6,
7 or 6. Oh, you take a day of rest, huh? Sometimes or what?
no rest.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe
So
that.
7 days a
It's
week.
7 days
If
a
I'm
week.
if I'm not doing anything, it's pickleball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So minimum, you probably would you say, give or take, you're probably 5 hours minimum on court a day.
5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah, dang, dude.
Yeah.
That's some freaking pickleball, bro.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Okay, so last one, Pesa, you have played with some of the greats. You've played a lot against a lot of the great players, the pro players of the game. I call this it's just a little. We did this with Riley, just a little do or die. And so in this example here, or in this section here, if you had a partner and you had and they had one chance, you were to leave it up to them to make the shot, who would you pick? Okay, so for example, if you had to pick, and you could include yourself in there, or you could not, but which you're probably not. But if there's a overhead, and you need someone to put it away, who on the tour would you pick? Like who has a strongest?
Daniel De La Rosa.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not even think about him. All right.
Being with Pesa right now, I knew he was going to say
Dang.
that.
Okay.
Especially the paddle that he's using right now, the Ace. Oh,
He's using the black
he
ace.
can break so many balls.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, so De La Rosa, shout out to him, man. I'd love to have him on the podcast. It's incredible how he's even playing 2 professional sports at once.
That's
I
so
know.
It's just
He's a
ridiculous.
beast.
He
Okay,
is.
so defending an overhead. So like in transition, someone smashing down, someone to dig it out.
Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Riley
fair.
Newman. Okay. ATP. If you had to pick one of the pros to ball goes out wide to successfully hit an ATP winner, who would it be, Pesa?
Ben John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a good
fair.
pick. All these picks are good, man. Defend ATP. Do or die on the line. The ball goes out, and then he's gonna return. He's gonna hit it around the post. Who would you
I
pick
think
on your
I'll
side?
put myself there.
There you go.
Really?
There you go. You know,
You do have good ATP defense.
I really
You do.
actually
See, I like-
love low.
Okay.
I like to cover the ATPs.
See,
like that.
look, as this
There we go.
podcast is going on, Pesa's confidence
personal
is going
growth.
up. See?
Confidence.
Personal growth.
Let's go. Okay. Forehand dink, cross court. Who would you pick? Anyone on the tour, men's or women's?
Forehand dinks.
Like that would just not. You're picking this person to make it.
Colin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, you haven't picked me yet. What's going on there?
Wait, we got some stuff to get
I'm
to.
saving for last.
Okay.
Backhand
The
dink.
best.
That's right.
Backhand dink, Pesa.
Caden.
Oh, there you go.
wow. You should have saved them.
No,
I
you
have
do
shit-
have.
yeah.
Huh?
The last part, I have them at like the best water boy. You could have saved them for that one. Besides
Damn.
Caden, who would you pick though?
Besides Hayden, backhand would probably do or die. Ben John.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
what I
fair.
would think too. Okay, Ernie. This one should be easy.
Tyler Hoon.
Yeah.
Wow, bruh.
Okay.
Oh no, Caden.
Caden,
I'll put Caden.
Caden, your earnings have gotten good, man.
Thank you.
Your earnings have gotten good.
Caden on the left side.
Okay.
That's right.
Tyler on the right side.
There you
Tyler on
go.
the left
There you
side.
go.
Down the right side.
Okay, Bert. I don't know.
Zane.
Who does?
Zane.
Affleck.
Yeah.
Dude,
and then Riley said the
yeah.
same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does anyone even, dude? Who does Berts nowadays?
No.
Does anyone do them? I did one the other day in rec just for fun.
Who were you playing with? Katrina?
Oh, yeah, just. But you know what? So, anyways, if you guys don't know, listening, what a bird is, it's basically jumping across in front of your partner for the Ernie. But I don't know. I guess the only reason you would see it is in mix.
Mix.
Yeah.
But you know what? People are just so, I think, good at.
Now that you said that, Pesa's going to try it tonight in our match when we play
right.
together.
Dude, I think in mixed,
Mix should be
you guys
happening
should
a
be
lot.
birding all the time, bro.
Probably not the worst idea.
It's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
No, it's good reminding.
No,
Today we play.
especially, I think. So when you play mixed with a
Halo.
woman,
Oh.
she's on the what side do you put her on? Yeah, this is
No, we still
interesting.
stack.
Do you still stack? You put her. Yeah, you can be I would say. Yeah, you could be
Both
jumping
our
across.
forehands.
Yeah.
Especially when you have the women down the line, they're dinking, and you can just kind of just jump across. I don't know, man. I would work.
You're athletic enough to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mid-court reset.
Mid-
Do or die. You got to pick somebody to reset that ball for your life.
Colin.
Oh.
Okay.
It's either going to be Colin or Riley for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Riley.
Yeah.
I'll take Riley.
Okay. Lob. Offensive lob.
Ooh.
There's only one.
Callan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One person. Drive. So low drive. You got to have that
Ooh.
person make it.
Low drive. That always make the drive.
Well, yeah, it's got to be low in the net.
No, I know the one.
Like, who has the best drive in the game? What do you think?
Probably.
I'd say Tyson.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. Like, Tyson's really consistent with his drives.
Yeah.
I'm really picky. Just kidding. I'll say Tyson too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then last few here. Hands battle. Straight up. Firefight hands battle. Who would you put in there?
You got to take yourself on that one, dude.
player.
No. Probably
This one's
J-Dub.
yeah.
I like
That's
that.
who I think that's who Riley picked maybe. But
Yeah.
it's close because you got there's so many good players.
It's true.
And then yeah. Okay. That was it.
Hey,
I actually like
let's go.
this.
Yeah.
I really had to think deep in those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even third shot drop.
Third shot drop, Ben John.
Do or die. Backhand and forehand side?
Backhand and forehand.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent.
That's fair.
Super consistent.
He is. He's,
With it.
yeah, he's pretty consistent. Yeah.
I mean, now I'm trying to because
What was
it's just the truth.
No, you're right.
I mean, Ben qualifies for every single one of those do or
Yeah,
dies.
except, I don't know. Which one would he not qualify for?
Probably the lob, but
Qualified for?
Yeah, we don't
Lob.
see him lob.
yeah.
And then we don't see him Bert.
I've seen him Bert.
Yeah. I mean, really. I guess we don't see a lot of forehand dings,
But good speed up.
but yeah, he would. Yeah. Oh, speed ups.
Good, like a starter speed up.
Yeah, off the bounce speed ups. Who would you
Off
pick?
the bounce speed ups. Probably off the bounce.
Yeah, off the bounce, so not out of the air.
I don't know.
Do or die. I see. For me, I initially think Matt Wright.
Off the
Probably
bounce.
he's probably
that's
one of the
fair.
best.
Super dangerous. That
I mean, obviously, like Riley's also good. I don't know.
I think what makes Riley so good is he's so precise.
Yeah.
You know, he knows exactly where to attack you.
Well, not just that, but it's I guess that's mainly on his backhand because he doesn't
Yeah.
speed up that well on his forehand.
No, he speeds up mostly on his backhand.
Yeah. So. Okay. Pesa, thanks for your time, man. Any last thoughts? Anything you want to tell your sponsors, the viewers, your fellow Polynesian Samoans out there?
Fafitai lava mumil. Fafitai lava.
What does that mean?
Fafitai lava means thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
I
cool.
like that, man.
You got to
like
teach me some of that. I honestly speak a little bit of
Obrigado.
Chinese.
Portuguese.
What?
Dude, if you guys, what you should do, because by the way, they're playing in this Arizona Professional Pickleball League. Go check that out. What is the website again, Caden?
It's Arizona Pickleball League. And then if you guys want to watch it, it's watchtnp.com.
Okay.
Yes.
So they're playing together tonight and various nights. Dude, I would say this. You should learn just some little phrases here and there in Samoan, just so that
Maybe I need to learn like switch.
yeah, just like
Stay.
certain ones so that they don't know what the heck.
And
You don't
it's-
even have to do hand signals, man.
Yeah.
Sui. Sui means switch.
Sui.
Sui.
Sui, like
S-U-I.
S-U-I, sui.
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 Uh-huh.
I like
And
that.
stay.
Stay. Ngofo.
What?
Nofo.
No.
Nofu.
What
Or
about
Nofo.
like I'm just trying to think of ones that like really you would need like watch it or like watch out. You know, how, like you pop up the ball, like get ready. Like what would you say? You
Like,
know?
Fafo. Or like out. Like you're trying to say out.
Fafo.
No, like if we're defending or you're hitting a drop and it's a little bit higher and you're trying to tell your partner like
what?
get ready to defend. You know what I mean? Like danger. You know what I mean?
Or alu ese. Alu ese
Aloese.
means
Yeah.
like move out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, nice, man. We're getting a Samoan lesson right now.
I know.
Sense.
I would actually learn it. That way we could have like our own little court language that no one knows about.
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been back?
I haven't been back. I've been
Oh yeah,
trying to
you
get
said
back.
you haven't. Yeah.
You're trying to go though?
I've been trying to. I want to go back and visit my grandparents for sure.
Yeah. Is that kind of just like saving money thing, time? Like what kind
Probably
of?
saving money for it to
Yeah.
go because it's pretty expensive to go. out
Yeah.
Do they? Are you able to like communicate with them at all?
there. I talk on Facebook,
Okay.
so
Facebook or FaceTime?
Facebook, no FaceTime.
Oh, they don't have.
Because back then, I don't think.
There's FaceTime on Facebook though.
Oh yeah, you can do FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
Cool.
when I was little, I used to like my grandma used to tell me like go get the card, like
What's that mean?
because in back home we have to like get like a little card and then we have to scratch it and put it in the number for us to call people from here.
Oh.
Card. You have to scratch it though.
Yeah, it's like a card and
Oh,
it
it's
has
like a
minutes.
It's a one-time
It's
use.
a minute card.
Got
Yeah.
it.
So you can spend up to 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Any last questions from you, Caden?
No, honestly, obviously, first of all, thank you for your time today. I know you got a busy pickleball schedule. But no, dude, Pesa, you know, we're always rooting for you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always trying to play with you because I love playing with you. And I think there's going to be a lot of good pickleball for us to play and a bright future for the both of us. And
Man.
I think you're on the right track, and I think you're going to keep going this year. And I'm hoping and praying that gold medal that you won is not the last one that you won.
Yeah, let's go. Number one lefty in the game. The
That's right.
Nadal of pickleball, they call him.
That's
Is that what
right.
they call you?
What? Oh, I don't know.
No, we love you, dog.
that?
We love you.
Yeah.
And you know, we're happy that your success is finally showing up because you know what,
Yeah.
it's deserved. You've put in the work
man.
for it, and it's finally showing up. And all I'm saying is, when you're big and famous, don't forget us. And you know, we're Scorchers for life.
Scorchers for life.
All
Let's
right.
go.
All right. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Yes, sir.